Imagine a room so magnificent that kings called it the eighth wonder of the world. Walls of glowing amber, ornate frames of gold leaf, mirrors catching light like trapped suns. In 1716, the Prussian king presented this breathtaking chamber to Peter the Great. It was installed at the Catherine Palace near Saint Petersburg, a jewel of imperial Russia, and for more than 2 centuries it dazzled visitors until one winter night in 1941, when the world changed and the room vanished. When German troops occupied the palace, they did not see only furniture and paintings. They saw a masterpiece. Soldiers dismantled the son of the Tsar's treasure, panel by panel. Amber panels, gilded carvings, mirrored mosaics, carefully numbered, packed into crates, and loaded onto trucks. Eyewitnesses later described carriages stacked with boxes, disappearing into the fog of war. After that, the room vanished into the chaos of retreat and conflict, and the mystery deepened. Where did the crates go? What followed was not merely a search for objects, but a study in obsession. Historians, archaeologists, and treasure hunters became entangled with the amber room in ways that seemed to invite misfortune. The pattern that emerged made some whisper of a curse. There is, first, the unsettling frequency of premature deaths. Several researchers who devoted years to tracing the room's path died suddenly. Heart attacks, strange accidents, unexplained poisonings. Among them was a man who spent decades cataloguing wartime transports. He was found dead in his study with no sign of foul play, though his meticulous notes vanished. Another led an expedition into the Baltic mist and drowned when his boat capsized under inexplicable conditions. There were accidents that defied easy explanation. Trucks loaded with leads on the amber room were involved in highway pile-ups under clear weather. A warehouse storing crates resembling those described by witnesses burned to the ground before investigators could open them. A retired German officer who claimed to have knowledge of the crate's destination died in a fall down a flight of stairs the night before he was scheduled to reveal his testimony. These incidents fed a narrative not only of human error and wartime chaos, but of something more sinister, a recurring misfortune that shadowed anyone who came too close. Yet the story is not only about grisly coincidences. It is about how powerful objects acquire meaning beyond their physical composition. Amber, fossilized resin, carries an ancient, almost sacred allure. The room's reassembly in the 2000s, using painstaking reproductions, only strengthened the legend, a facsimile that replicated the lost magnificence, while the original remained a phantom. The absence itself became a presence, an idea that haunted archives, basements, and forests where people believed the crates might still lie. Explanations abound. Some attribute the deaths to the psychological toll of obsession, sleep deprivation, risky expeditions, and the corrosive effects of secrecy. Others point to corrupt networks of looters and black market dealers who would not hesitate to silence a rival. Conspiracy theorists suggest the Nazis hid the chamber as a bargaining chip, or that it was destroyed to erase cultural memory. Even more speculative claims posit ancient curses tied to the amber's material or the room's symbolic theft from its homeland. What is clear is this: the amber room transcends a missing object. It became a mirror reflecting human desire, greed, and the way history refuses to stay buried. The string of misfortunes that followed the search, whether coincidence, crime, or myth, transformed the room into a legend that continues to captivate. Today, a reconstructed amber room stands where the original once glittered, a testament to craftsmanship and loss. But the vanished panels remain a question mark, a silent invitation to those who are drawn to mysteries. If there is a curse, perhaps it is not in the amber itself, but in our refusal to leave certain things to the past. The hunt goes on, and the story of the amber room remains, an unfinished chamber in the architecture of history, waiting for its final light.